Hey now, it's Julian Liu. I'm a consultant for Great Place to Work, and I am so excited to share with you a little bit about our newest white paper, Innovation by All, the 5 hidden barriers to innovation. Now look, if you're in an organization where change seems to be an everyday thing, this white paper is for you. When we talk about innovation, we're talking about it on a continuum, from the big disruptive ideas that just change the market all the way down to the continuous improvement that each and every one of us experiences on a day-to-day basis, and how involved employees are with either side of that spectrum. All right, so I'm going to give you the Cliff's Notes version. There are 5 hidden barriers to innovation. Number 1, everyday fear. When employees experience anxiety around asking for normal things like a day off, work-life balance, they are much less likely to innovate. If you're like me, a new parent, with children under 4 years of age, there are days where you didn't get enough sleep because you had a sick child, or you had to pick your kid up early from daycare because they bit 4 kids in 45 minutes. Those are normal occurrences that we have to deal with on feels like a day-to-day basis. And if you have anxiety around talking to your leaders or the organization around normal things that occur in life, that's a fear. And it's also a hidden barrier for someone to be able to give their all to the organization. Number 2 is what we call purpose gaps. The purpose gap is basically employees feeling left out of the company's mission and all the excitement that surrounds it. In our research and experience, we generally find purpose gaps between the higher ranking executives in an organization and the front line. I even remember working with a client who said that customer service was their highest value, and all of the people around the Oak conference room table agreed. But when we had an opportunity to talk to someone on the front line, they said, customer service is actually the last thing I think about. I have to get in and out of that customer's home within a specified amount of time, or else I'm getting penalized. So I don't know really what I'm here for. The organization's purpose is one of the most cost-effective tools that you have in your arsenal to keep people inspired and creating on your behalf. The third hidden barrier to innovation, running too lean. So whether you're at an organization where it's tough to get budget line items for things like Post-it notes or travel for conferences and professional development, or if you yourself or your employees are having a tough time paying their bills and meeting their individual needs, that's a symptom of running too lean, and that is also a barrier to innovation. Oftentimes, employees who are underpaid or undervalued have to take on 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And when they're taking on 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, that's less time and less commitment to being able to innovate on your behalf, to be able to give their all, or spend some of that thinking time on your behalf, because they're hustling. They're hustling to keep their personal life afloat and keep themselves employed. All right, the 4th hidden barrier is called frontline manager funk. Okay, it sounds like a new Bruno Mars song. It's not. It is when your frontline managers, who are often the most critical and fundamental for driving innovation, feel neglected, feel overworked, and underappreciated. When's the last time you've gone and talked to a frontline manager if you're an executive? If you're a frontline manager, when's the last time an executive has come down to talk to you, asked for your feedback, maybe seen some of the changes that got rolled out from middle management on down all the way through and accepted that feedback? When you're in this cycle of frontline manager funk, it is hard to bring your best to work every single day. It's hard to see opportunities to challenge and change things when you're neglected and people aren't really listening. They just want you to drive results. That's a miss for the organization. The 5th barrier is stagnating minds. Stagnating minds really refers to people who are not being developed. These are people who have potential. These are individuals in your company who want to do more, but are not being provided the opportunities to continue to train and develop themselves. Some of those development opportunities may fall outside of their job role, but those are still development opportunities that are valuable for the individual and in turn could be valuable for the organization. So that's a very quick 30,000 foot view of the 5 hidden barriers to innovation. Your next stop should be to our website, www.greatplacetowork.com, for resources like this and many more. So if you have examples that you see in your organization or places that you've worked, shoot us a tweet and let us know about how you either experience any of these 5 barriers or what you're doing to help eliminate some of those barriers. We'd love to hear from you. You can check us out on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you are, we're there. But definitely get your hands on the 5 hidden barriers to innovation. You will be a superstar in your organization after you read it. See you next time.